Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. In this video, we will solve together a lab on a platform that they called Tryhackme. I think you all heard about it. So it is a platform where we can solve labs. We have thousands of labs. So I will work with you, and then we will complete these rooms. It is a AI forensic room. So let's start. So we have to open our Chrome, and from here we can write only tryhackme.com, and then we enter. But it is not a free platform, so you should always subscribe. But the subscription is not uh, so much. Uh, so what we have to do, uh, firstly, the dashboard looks like something like this. So now if you are going down, you see like my profile is here. So my profile is here. So I already like they rank me like something 204 thousand 415, and also like they give me some points like something 5642, and also I had already like 49 rooms that I completed and I earned 7 badges. So let's start the room. The room is AI forensics. So how we can explore AI, digital forensic incident response, and learn how it boosts your investigation capabilities. So in this room is we will be able to use AI in order to investigate forensics. So let's start the room. So we click on this one, and they open us like a window like this. So where we have our attack box, and also uh, our task, the task that we should solve together. So here we have like task one for the introduction, and also we have task two, the AI forensics landscape, and also the task three, AI and digital forensic incident response, DFIR. So we have also a task four that is dedicated for AI legal and ethical implications, and also we have the task five where we can make practical the digital trail. So let's start. But here you have to know like this room is a very low room, so is a medium room, so is a 60 minutes. So that's mean we will not go through on it on all the reading because it's so long. So uh, we will go more on the practical. So let's start. So here the introduction is the world of digital forensics is full of pieces needing to be connected, often under a time constraint. This can be a challenging task, but one that many forensic analysts have accomplished without the need for AI tools. So here the learning prerequisites. In this room, we will cover AI specifically, its potentially implementation in the digital forensic or digital forensic incident response field. Because of this, it is recommended that you know the basic of AI covered in the AI machine learning security risk room. So that is the prerequisites, what you need to know before jumping on this room. So I already like treated this one. So, and also you have to know the basic of digital forensic incident response, and also you have to know the challenges faced in digital forensic covered in the incident response difficulties and challenges room. So the learning objectives is this room will help us to understand the day-to-day challenges faced in digital forensic incident response, understand how AI can be used to address those challenges, understand the challenges that arise when you use AI for forensic investigations and the ethical or legal implications this has. So also we can understand how AI impact the digital forensic incident response investigation process. So let's start the room. So we have to check here. Okay, and the task two now. We have to start the task two. That's the AI forensic landscape. Okay. So many of the abilities of AI machine learning discussed in the AI model security treats room lend themselves to solving the challenges faced in digital forensic incident response. Consider the following examples. So in the data processing, the field of digital forensic is one uh, ripe with a task requiring the investigator or analyst to process vast amount of data in search of evidence or environmental clues. So this data processing can be a massive undertaking for an investigator and requires a lot of manual work and time. Now armed with the power of parallelized deep learning and transformer models which can process entire bodies of text in parallel, often in mere milliseconds, providing insights and classification on the processed data. So the anomaly detection here, analysts are tasked with identifying attacks, and this can often be a needle in a haystack scenario, especially sophisticated attacks, which can often are designed to blend in with normal activity. So machine learning algorithm can learn what normal behavior looks like for users, systems, and networks, allowing supervised and unsupervised models to identify potential anomalies that could indicate malicious behavior, turning the haystack into a handful of hay. This ability to recognize patterns on such a large scale can also mean patterns are spotted that humans can comprehend. For the scalability, modern infrastructures can take many different forms, such as cloud, hybrid, remote endpoints, etc., generating more forensic data than ever. AI system can scale effortlessly, continually processing and learning from millions of events across this large and distributed environment, enabling digital forensic incident teams to cover more ground without a proportional increase in workload. So here, what we have here, we have AI in the world. So AI machine learning has already been heavily adopted in the digital forensic incident response landscape. A lot of tools now boost AI integration and increase the productivity. As a result, take a look at the table below to see how AI machine learning is being applied practically in the field. So, okay. So we are seeing here like we have digital forensic task like anomaly detection or UEBA. We have the meaning what AI machine learning enables, and also there's some examples and platforms and how AI solves it. So we have for here a phishing and communication. So we can use it and also to detect phishing emails and flags risky language in chat or email logs. And also the tools that we can use here, we have Microsoft Defender for O365, Splunk, NLP also, and also how the AI can solve it. It can transform based language models, AGBERT, and also Roberta classify messages as phishing or benign based on tone, structure, and known attack patterns. These models help detect impersonation, urgency phrases, and malicious links. So also we can use it as a malware or file classification. Also we have some tools and some AI machine learning enables. And also we have alert triage and prioritization and timeline and event correlation. So now AI limitations. So far, we have been significantly artificial intelligence praises of which there are many that we can take advantage of in digital forensic incident. However, nothing is perfect and AI is no different. So understanding the limitation of AI is fundamental knowledge if you are going to effectively utilize it, especially in digital forensic incident response. Let's start by exploring the nature of AI. So we have probabilistic versus deterministic. So here, what we should know, they say traditional software and algorithm are deterministic in order. In other words, if you provide them with the same input, they will always provide you with the same output. That's mean when you consider a calculator function provided with a sum 5 plus 5, it's always without exception return 10. So its behavior is predictable and reliable. However, the same cannot be said about AI systems and modern machine learning models. They are generally probabilistic instead of following a fixed rule set that provide a fixed outcome. Okay. So also we have here accuracy versus precision versus recall. So uh, what they call accuracy. Accuracy refers to the overall rate of correct predictions. Also, we have precision. Precision measures how often a model positive predictions are correct. And also, the recall measures how successful the model was in identifying all positives in the provided datasets. Okay. Now here, they say here the above shows that these metrics can be misleading in isolation. However, if we consider all of these metrics together, we can gain a deeper insight into the model's performance. This allows us to tweak it to perform the digital forensic task we give it optimally. So we have also what we call garbage in and garbage out. The GIGO, garbage in, garbage out principle is just as true for AI systems, if not more, than it is for any system. In other words, the quality of AI output directly determined by quality of its input. Okay, what does this mean? In conclusion, while AI offers powerful capabilities in digital forensic incident response, it's not a silver bullet. It's non-determinism. Evaluation challenges and performance trade-off mean it should never replace human expertise. And that's mean AI is very important. Is a new technology, a technology in our day. So, but we have to know AI cannot replace human. What human can do, AI will not do it. However, AI can help us to accelerate and enhance our work, but human oversight, judgment, and validation will always remain essential. In other words, AI cannot replace humans as a digital forensic analyst. Okay. Now we should answer some questions here. Answer the questions below. What ability of AI helps turn a digital forensic incident response investigator by recognizing patterns they might not have been able to comprehend? Okay, so it's anomaly detection. What ability the AI helps turn a digital forensic incident response investigator by recognizing patterns they might not have been able to comprehend? Okay, so here the answer should be On this part, it should be anomaly detection. Should be anomaly detection. It should be anomaly detection. Okay, you can jump directly from this one. It is anomaly detection, the answer. So, which metric tells you the proportion of positively flagged the result that were actually correct? So, for this one, it can be precision. So, which metric tells you the a proportion of positively flagged the result that were actually correct is precision. So, what term describes the AI characteristic where the same input may yield different output across different runs? It's non-determinism. So, this answer also is non-determinism. Is non-determinism is the correct answer. So, and now after answering the question below, we should go for the task 3, AI and digital forensic incident response. In this task, we will discuss how certain features of AI, machine learning such as pattern recognition, anomaly detection, natural language processing, NLP, user behavior analysis, etc., are being harnessed in digital forensics to tackle common challenges faced within the field more efficiently. We will explore this by looking at how AI machine learning can be used across 4 key areas of digital forensic incident response. So for image and videos and video forensic, digital image and video forensics is an excellent example of AI machine learning and its capabilities. Okay, now we have here what they call like a CNN. It is a convolutional neural networks is a type of neural network that automatically learns patterns in data using small filter commonly used for images. However, it can also apply to other types of data like audio, time series, or text where spatial or sequential patterns are important. Example of how this can be used in the field include. So for the CNN based forgery detection, researchers have started combining traditional forensic methods such as ELA, error level analysis, a technique used in image forensics to detect areas of an image that may have been digitally altered. Okay, so we have also what they called here deepfake detection. The advancement of AI technologies has also meant advancements for the attacker. Deepfakes are one area which has seen dramatic increase in quality. And as for forensic analysts, this is yet another area where new challenges are presented. Okay, so we have also what they call like guns Gans. So Gans also is like another exciting development in image and video forensics in the use of generative adversarial networks. Okay. So also in the communication analysis, we have communication analysis and other areas of digital forensic incident response for that matter involves the processing and analysis of large volumes of text. As we know, large language models use deep learning to process vast amount of data, so it makes sense that we can leverage this technology to help us in forensics. Also, in the communication analysis, we have phishing email detection, how we can detect phishing email transformer-based models that are trained for natural language processing, such as BERT and Roberta excel at identifying phishing emails. In fact, this study found that they achieve 99% accuracy in classifying phishing emails against legitimate ones. This technology not only means we can move away from a rule-based approach for detecting incoming phishing emails which looked for known bad URLs or keywords, and adopt deep learning context-aware models, but also means it can be used to categorize emails for human review, saving a lot of time. Also, we have what they call like chat log and social media analysis. The same technology mentioned above is also harnessed by some forensic platform, allowing forensic investigators to automatically scan chats for keywords or patterns related to threats like discussing of nefarious plans and perform sentiment analysis to gauge emotional tone. Okay, we have also what they call timeline reconstruction and user behavior. So reconstructing incident timelines is a common and critical part of an investigation. It is also a very labor intensive and time consuming task. Machine learning is how being harnessed to help us with this task. We have what we call the automated event timeline reconstruction. AI systems are particularly adept at correlating sequenced data from multiple sources and putting together what happened before, during, and after an incident. Also, we have anomaly detection. Artificial intelligence is incredibly good at identifying patterns in digital forensic incident response. This ability can give you an eagle eye flagging things like impossible logins where a user was logged in at two places simultaneously or behavior unusual for this specific user. Okay, malware detection and malware analysis. AI machine learning has also lent itself greatly to the area of malware detection and analysis. With research into with research into the subject looking to provide an edge over traditional analysis methods and signature-based detection. Okay. So we should answer now the questions below here. So in order to answer the questions, you should read the text here very good, and then the answers is inside there. What type of neural network is commonly used in image and videos forensic due to its ability to learn spatial patterns in visual data? What type of neural network is commonly used in image and video forensics due to its ability to learn spatial patterns in visual data? So that is this one. Uh, that is this one. Conventional neural network. Yeah, a CNN is a type of neural network that automatically learns patterns in the data using a small filter commonly used for images. So, is the good answer is this one. Is this one. The good answer is this one. Okay. So, what kind of analysis can be performed on social media or chat logs to assess the emotional tone of messages? To assess the emotional tone of messages, we should use a sentiment analysis. A sentiment analysis. It is right here. Sentiment analysis. Sentiment analysis. Mm, okay. Okay. It is sentiment analysis. We have to hurry up a little bit. What type of data do AI system correlate to reconstruct the timeline of an incident automatically? So is time sequenced? This one is the good answer. What type of analysis observes how a program behaves to determine whether it is malicious? Examples using API call sequence is dynamic analysis. Dynamic analysis is the good answer. Dynamic analysis is the good answer. So So now we have to come on task 4, AI legal and ethical implications. Okay, in the task 4, what we have here, we have what they call the explainability and transparency. So one of the core issues facing the implementation of AI in digital forensics is the explainability of AI tools. Many AI models are boxes, meaning they don't readily explain how they came to a conclusion. Okay. We have also what they call the bias and fairness. AI system can unintentionally introduce bias, raising ethical and legal concerns about fairness and due process. Machine learning models are trained on historical data. If the data contains skewed representations of prejudices, the model's output will reflect them. In forensic context, bias can influence what conclusions are drawn and evidence is prioritized. For example, uh, for, e- e- for example, deprioritizing non-English communication in multi-language dataset deploying the examination of relevant evidence. Okay. Here also we have accountability and chain of custody. One of the biggest questions for forensic investigators in a legal context is who is responsible for an algorithm output and can it be trusted in the same way as a human? Okay. Also, we have the privacy and data protection as we have covered AI models thrive on large data sets where through training, processing, or analyzing. However, their use in investigations can trigger privacy and legacy compliance issues. Okay, the verdict. This task has covered the many ethical and legal considerations that need to be made when using AI systems in a digital forensic context. While it is abundantly clear that AI can be a force of good, with its ability enabling investigators to be productive, efficient, and effective than ever before in the pursuit of justice. It is also clear that this new tool needs to be wielded with a great amount of care. Okay, what legal test used in the US assesses whether expert or scientist testimony is admissible in court? I think uh, it should be here normally in court. Okay, US. Okay, we've been found that in the US. Mm, okay, legal rules. Okay, it's this one. A U.S. legal rule that determines the admissibility of expert testimony, particularly scientific, scientific testimony in federal court. So this can be the Dober test, the U.S. Dober test. Dobert test. This is the good answer. So it's the Dober, the legal test used. Is the Dobert. Okay. What can describe AI models whose internal decision-making processes are difficult to interpret? Are difficult to interpret. Okay. This one should be uh, from here. Okay. They say here one of the core issues facing the implementation of AI in digital forensic is the explainability of AI tools. Many AI models are black boxes, meaning they don't readily explain how they came to a conclusion. So it is black box. The answer is black box. What real-world technology used by law enforcement has been shown to produce biased result in identifying suspect? So this one is here. I think it should be uh, where it is. It should be here. This algorithm bias can translate into a real-world injustice, with it being found that in the US there are at least 7 known wrongful arrests due to faulty face recognition. So it is face recognition, facial recognition. That is the correct answer. Okay, it is the correct answer. Facial recognition. Okay, as Stark. A stark real-world example of this bias in action is facial recognition technology being used by police. So the answer is this one. Okay. So what techniques allows machine learning to be performed without transferring sensitive data to a central server, helping uh, preserve privacy? So this one should be the answer should be uh, okay, should be this one, federated learning. So, because this can be achieved, for example, by running AI tools in secure offline environment or using federated learning. So the answer is federated learning. Is the techniques allows machine learning to be performed without transferring sensitive data. So, so now we have to come on this practical room or task. So we are where we should use the digital trail. So we have to set up your virtual environment. So we have to start our attack box. We have to start the attack box and also start the lab machine. So now the machine is loading here in this side, the right side. So we have to go through the reading to see what we should do. Just another night at the office. This evidence report is long, but this day has run longer. The night crept up faster than a phishing email past an intern or a Friday afternoon. It should be time to leave, but the sound of the rain ricocheting off the twin roof outside tells me to stay. Okay, the client here, the client Robco, founded by Rob House, is a titan in the software and automation industry, famous for its system, firmware, and terminal operating systems. The case, a member of the SOC team, a worker, founder Rob House to report a suspected breach, citing a security system that flagged an off the login, uh, clock login, and other suspicious behavior. They need the digital train followed a shop to confirm in this is the case. Okay, the damage on the phone, Mr. House sounded very frantic, suggesting it was possible that the proprietary code for their most popular product, the Retro BIOS. Okay. So we have a scenario here. What we should start? We should start the investigation. So, so here, what we have in this task, we will see a practical demonstration of how AI, machine learning enabled technologies can help provide a guiding light using their ability to process vast amount of data and identify patterns and anomalies to save us time and send us in the right direction. Okay. We should start the investigation now. The investigation begins. Another day, another case. Robco has granted you access to their system to perform a forensic analysis and determine what happened. What happened? Let's start things up by activating the virtual environment. Or okay, we did it. So, as a forensic investigator, isolation is key. You will working in a virtual environment to ensure any tools you run or changes you make don't contaminate the original evidence. Think of it as your digital crime scene suite. Okay. Now we have it should run. we should run mm, this script. We should run this one. Okay. So we should run it. We should open first our terminal here. We should open the terminal. Okay, the terminal is open. We run this. Uh, okay, should run now. This Python. So we should copy it from here before opening. We should copy it from here. This Python should copy it from here. I to see. Okay, now we run it here. We copy it now here. Paste it here. So we should run it. Okay, okay, that's got us off a great start. This output shows that a few log lines have been identified as suspicious. It looks like there was an initial attempt to log in as admin, which failed, followed by a successful login as D. Morgan. We can see that the attacker escalated their privileges to our house. The founder, not good. These logs were these logs were likely flagged due to unusual time for employee activity and aligned with that was reported by the RobCosOC engineer. What they said here? Python ton model import load module not found error. Okay, we have an error here. We should paste it also. Normally this should work. Okay, we should enter also. Why is not working? We should write. It's not working. Can I start the um, why it's not working? It should work. Normally, if you run this one, it should work. But the Tryhackme machine for last line 3 in model from job leave import loads module not found error. No module and job leave. What is the job leave they are talking about? Mm, okay. Let us run this command first. Let us run this command first. Okay. Okay. Let us run this command first. I should do here. What is here happening? We should do this one. Open. What is happening? We have to paste it here. So you have to make Control A, Control C. Okay. In order to copy something here, we should go here, close it now, and right click. Okay, paste it here. Okay, now it's good. Okay, now we are in the DFI, digital forensic incident response env. So what we should do now? We should run now this Python algorithm. Okay, we should also copy from here, from the clipboard. Control C, Control V, Control A, Control C. Okay, so we close it, and after we have to paste it from here. So now we will see what they are asking us here. We are running this command, the Python command. So this output shows that a few logs line have been identified as a suspicious. Okay, we will see after the running because right now it is running. So what we will see after the running. Okay. The initial failed login attempt followed by a successful. Okay, we are seeing something. We have some results. So we have one suspicious failed password, and also we have a failed password that is suspicious. Also, we have a accepted password for a G Morgan. Also, we have another suspicious that is accepted from the house. So what they said here, the initial failed login attempt. Okay, the initial failed login attempt. They are talking about this one. Uh, Followed by the successful login. Okay, followed by this the successful login. Mm, Implies access to credentials of partial credentials at the very least. It implies an attacker likely has gained access. Let's call on AI again for some assistant and run another script file anomalies dot py. This script uses the same scikit-learn library and uses a model which have been trained on certain high priority. Okay, now what we should do? We should now let's run the script using this one. We should run this script. Okay. Okay. Should copy it from here from our environment. Okay, we have something here now that is opening. Okay, so what they say, okay, it's look like the attacker has been busy. Quite a few files got flagged. Of course, AI is not definitive. So this require our human insights. So investigate whether these files are intended suspicious and what can be inferred from the presence. So constructing the timeline. We will now use our human insight to validate the findings of the machine learning script and see if they can shed any light on whether an attacker has been placed and how. Okay, as we go through each of the flagged artifact followed along and navigate to the artifact location so you can piece together the attack, solve the mystery, and answer the question attack to the task attached to the task. Okay. So now here we have to constructing the timeline. So we have the phase one is initial access. The first key artifact, the machine learning script flagged for us is this one, the first one. First artifact is slash tmp slash invoice dump dot tst. So the behavior is to store collected recon data and the impact or analysis is reveals prior SSH uses, usernames and active sections. And explanation is output of the macro system recon provided the attacker's insights into a viable account and access path. So this is a suspicious dump file. If they investigate further, they are talking about this one. They are talking about this one, the line 6, because he's the one that has the higher of size, and the dump one is not. If you see something like dump, they are trying to extract something like this filtrate data. It's not a good things. If you see a file that has these links. Okay. So from here, what we have, this is a suspicious dump file. Okay, if we investigate further by listing its content, we can see it seems to be some kind of data dump which get exfiltrated. Okay. Hmm. So what we should do here, we showed us the first user account to be accessed was G Morgan. The best place to took to look next is slash home Gmorgan document invoices. Sure enough, we have found exactly what we are looking for. Okay, so seeing this artifact, also we have the behavior is embedded macro execute cell commands and the impact or analysis harvest bus history and explanation is likely the result of a phishing lure masquerading as a legitimated invoice but runs an embedded payload when opened. Okay, this is a very malicious file indeed. It's a ringing phishing email. Attach alarm bells. Can you confirm this is the case? And find the email in question. So, what you should do, our job should to confirm if this case and find the emails in question because there is a email that a phishing email that is linked with inside the file. So and after the attacker using this link to access to the other accounts, so we should now determine. So finding the email confirms our suspicions and we are now able to reconstruct how the attacker gained initial access. So we should now to reconstruct how the attacker gained access. So now to reconstruct it, what we should use, we should use this. We should use should grab it. We should grab it. We should grab it. Grab dash rn w and then should grab it from this one, this location, in this location in order to reveal the phishing link, the phishing email. Okay, slash um, slash home slash home slash g morgan g g morgan g morgan slash mail slash um, the codes. We have to close the codes and also dash e and after we have to open double quotes. So we should now grab it with the invoices odds. With the invoices odds. Where is the invoices odds? The key odds. Okay. With this one. We should copy this one. Should copy it. Copy. Control V. Control A. Control C. Okay, now from here we should to grab it with this one. Paste it here. Okay, after pasting it here, what they are showing me here? Nope, they don't. They did not show me what I want. I should to is this one invoice odds invoice odds. Ah, it is here. Okay, control C. Okay, now control. Why is not working? I don't want this one. Okay, I should write invoice. Mm, Invoice uh underscore Q1 underscore 2075 dots odds odds. So we should click on this one. Okay, we should click on this one. Should grip on this one. Mm, should grip on this one. Mm, what is happening? What is happening here? Okay, so let us try again. Mm, okay, Control A, Control C. Right, okay, should grip it. Should grip it. Okay. Uh, odds. Mm, odds. Okay. Now let us try. Okay. Now we already like grep and we see like we have 11 attached. So we have the invoice Q1 2075 dot odds. It is the one that they attached, the phishing email that they attached in order to exfiltrate data. So now from here, what we should do? Okay, now we know the phishing email, so we can also cut it from this location to see the content of the file. To cut it from this one, we should copy this. Okay, copy, and we should paste it here. Okay, we should cut it now to see what is inside. Uh, okay, I did not make the space. Should make a space here. Cut from G Morgan, mails, invoice emails. Okay, you should to cut it now. No such file or directory. Why? I should cut this one. Uh, slash home. Okay, I should cut it here. I forget to make the forward slash. The forward slash. That's why. Not the forward slash. The forward slash. Okay, now we open the in the attach files, the phishing one. So what is inside? They say like the email is from the Kini. His email is here, and also it was destined to gmorgan at robco.com, and also the subject is a urgent outstanding invoice key 1 2075, and the message shows us like, dear Mr. Morgan, please find attached the invoice for the Q1 UNT Energy Terminal upgrade project. This invoice is marked as overdue and must be reviewed immediately by Robco Engineering. Failure to process this may result in administrative escalation. Attached, regard Akin, Director of Field Operations, Pose, Pose, Poseidon Energy. So it is a urgency, email, the phishing email they send to this one, to the G Morgan. Okay, now what we should do now? We have the phase two is the tooling and infrastructure. So they say following the data filtration from the phishing lure. The attacker leverage the harvested information, including usernames, sales history, and SSH configuration, to log in as a G Morgan. What they did next can be hard question to ask, but our AI assistant script flagged some potential suspicious files that might help us answer that very question. Okay, now we have for the tooling infrastructure, this phase two tooling infrastructure, and also the phase three is privilege escalation. Our next big question is, how did the attacker move from G Morgan to the high privilege? So the next question for us is how to know how like the attacker be able to move from the G Morgan to the R house, because this one is the privileged one, is very privileged. So how he was able to move from the G Morgan as a admin user to the R house. Okay, so from here, what we should do? Okay, we see the artifact that he used, and also it looks like the attacker was able to abuse legitimate permissions to escalate their privileges. They give away is the sudo nano. So he used this one, the sudo nano, in order to escalate the privileges and try to access the try to access this uh, user our house. Okay. Okay. Now from here, what we have to do, the phase fourth is this goes and persistent. Now operating as our house, the attacker was in a very privileged position. Two more of the files flagged by our stalwart AI assistant script give us an indication of what the attacker did with this power. Okay. The content of the files which you can inspect yourself to verify give the answer to the answers we wanted. The attacker used these files to plant persistent mechanism. This ghost as legitimated tools ensuring long-term access. Okay. So we have the phase five is source code theft. Source code theft. The attacker had gained privileged access and persisted, but what was their ultimate objective? This following artifact tells us all we need to know. Okay, this artifact normally we can use this artifact to see the meaning. Uh, the meaning. Okay, now we are here like another case closed. So as the sunset on another day and another investigation, we give the news to our client Rob House. So we have some challenging questions that we should answer here. At what time does the attacker successfully log in as G Morgan? At what time? Okay, so we come from here. At what time? At what time does the attacker successfully log in as G Morgan? G Morgan is the second one, so in this time, it is in this time 15, 15. It is time. So we have to copy it and answer from here. Oh, G Morgan. At what time does the attacker successfully log in as a G Morgan? As a G Morgan. Successful access password. Normally it's this one. Okay. At what time does the attacker successfully log in as a G Morgan? So 50 03 0301. Why not? At what time does the attacker successfully log in as a G Morgan? As a G Morgan. At what time? Okay, is this one? Okay, at this time. 03. This one is the date, January 15. So it is 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Okay, it's this time. I'm checking for the date. That is the problem. So it's this one. What attack method was used to gain initial access? The attack method was used is phishing, because you see here that is a phishing, is the first phase, the initial access. Okay, he's using a phishing. So phishing email sent to G Morgan. So is a phishing emails. Is a phishing email, so is phishing. Copy it here, and then we come here to answer the question. So can you find the attacker's email's address here? The attacker's email's address in the email. We can come on in these parts. So the email is here. Uh, the attacker email's address is this one. Again, we copy it and we can paste it here. What command did the attacker run as D Morgan to gain access to the R house account? What command did the attacker he used this command to gain as the sudo one. So he used the super user privileges to gain. So is this command. What is the full path of the archive used to steal Robco source code? What is the full path? So the full path that he used is this one. Uh, what is the full path of the archive used to steal the Robco source code? The full path is this one. The full path source code theft is this one. Is the path that he used. Just the full path. So here and now we check it, and now we have the conclusion that is here. So a bright light on the AI forensic landscape. In this room, we have covered the undeniable potential AI has to help forensic analysts in the pursuit of justice. Okay, so now we have terminated the room. So thank you for watching my video. Uh, don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel and also to like my video and to share. Thank you, and see you in the next coming videos. So from here, if you want to share your work, you can only come on this one. Okay, you take goods and then come here. You can share your win with your peers. So is how you can share it on your LinkedIn, on social media, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, or Telegram, or Twitter, or Facebook, or Reddit. So after you can also close and start, like go to the dashboard. Okay, thank you for watching the video and see you in the upcoming videos. Thank you. Take care of yourself.